It makes absolutely no sense. And I understand what you say, Jay, about not wanting to be vilified by public. Yes or no?
I hear you, Keith. We're on the
no,
same
I'm
page
not.
about it.
Yes, I am. It's just.
And people who get vaccinated never say it's a personal matter. Or they just say, I'm vaccinated.
Personal.
Yeah. But Coach LaFleur handled that correctly, right? It's not his job to disclose what Aaron Rodgers' vaccination status is. By the way, I'm also a firm believer, like, just because media asks you the question, you don't have to disclose that. That's your personal information. Like, you don't. So
about the vaccination status?
Yeah, if you were to ask me, Jay, you're vaccinated. Are you vaccinated or not? I could say, well, that's my personal preference.
Next
question.
Jay, that's true, but
next question.
But that's true, but I just want to say something about this. Everyone keeps saying that because your medical history is your business.
Yes,
that's true.
It's not HIPAA laws.
But right. We're not talking about a normal public situation either. There's been a worldwide deadly pandemic. It has hit in this country extremely hard.
Yes.
It's a public health crisis. When there was polio, no one said, I do want to get it. People just lined up and got it. Measles, mumps, and rubella. Yeah. If you wanted to go to school when I was a kid in New York, everyone had to get the shot. It really hurt, too. Like, I hated it when I was a kid. This is so yes, it is. You are technically right. But we are in a public health crisis. And your vaccination status actually affects the public health. So it is a fair question to ask. You don't have to answer it. But people will interpret that as a no. If you don't just say yes, they'll interpret it as a no.
Well, that's a no, but there's also parameters in place by the leagues for players who are unvaccinated. There's protocols in place.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
We're talking about him violating the protocol. That's what we're talking about.
You're right, Jay.
But like I said, most and all that I've seen that's vaccinated has said, yes, I'm vaccinated. And those that are not vaccinated either said no or they played the slippery slope game and left it open for interpretation. And when you leave something open for interpretation, this is what you get, exactly what we are doing, trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Mm-hmm. So we had this in the open. I don't know who said the sound, but it brought an interesting thought. It's like, after every single game, when you do see unvaccinated players, like if I see Lamar Jackson, right, he has his face mask on when he's shaking everybody's hand post-game. Like, I've never seen Aaron Rodgers with the face mask on. Like, when he's shaking other players' hands, coaches' hands, giving people daps, like, it kind of makes you rewind, Key, and go back and be like, hold on. Like, I've never seen those parameters that I know the league wants and the team wants.
I don't know if they loosened them over the last year or not on how to handle pre- and post-game.
So sorry, Keon, to cut you off, but I just want to get in on this because Jay said something that I want to clear up.
Go ahead, Evan.
He is an active player, so he doesn't have to wear a mask. This was reported by Kevin Seifert last night. He is an active player. If he's inactive, like Carson Wentz, I think, was for a game, he needed to wear a mask. It's also up to the team. I think the Colts are probably telling Carson Wentz, you're unvaccinated, you have to wear a mask.
Okay. All right. Fair.
But because he's an active player, the NFL does not require him to wear a mask. They just recommend he does.
But see, that's the same thing I was saying about the Aaron Rodgers situation on if he should be wearing a mask. It is the Green Bay Packers that are giving him the information, just like it's the Indianapolis Colts, just like it's the Baltimore Ravens, that are giving him the information on what to do and not to do. That's the same thing of being inactive and not inactive. When you look at some of the players pre- and post-game that are wearing masks, that are communicating with everybody, they're not inactive. They're still active, and they still are wearing a mask. And he's active, and he's not wearing a mask.
It's a separate set of rules.
Yeah.
Hey, something that you brought up earlier, we commented on Matt LaFleur, the head coach, and the way he said, hey, that's a great question for Aaron, right? And we were like, well, he stayed out of it. One thing I liked that he did is he acknowledged it's a great question that Aaron needs to answer, right? In other words, this is the position that he put himself in, and he characterized it as a great question. I like that from LaFleur. But I wonder, with the way Green Bay seems to have been covering for Rodgers so far, it seems that way to me. I can't state that for a fact, but it seems that way to me. Did the odds just go way up that Rodgers will be a Packer next year?
Stuff that makes you think about it, right? We got your back all the way through.
Right? Did the odds just go way up? Because now,
I don't know if they covering for him, though.
Yeah, I'd say that. I said it seems to me.
I was going to say, help me understand how would they even remotely be covering for him?
Well, they didn't have him do, for example, remote Zoom press conferences, right?
But did they have anybody do remote Zoom, vaccinated or non-vaccinated? Have they done that at all? with anybody.
Rob Demovsky is reporting that unvaccinated players on the Packers, Evan, unvaccinated players on the Packers are doing Zoom press conferences. He was, as far as I understand it, he was indoors at a press conference, not on Zoom, no mask. So there's at least
multiple times.
There's at least an example or examples in that circumstance of the Packers seeming to want to go along with Rodgers in this kind of charade that he has been vaccinated.
Because if I put him on Zoom, people automatically say he's not vaccinated. And then it would become a bigger story than what it truly really is. Or they dropped the ball because once the alternative therapy was turned down, or they put in for it, however they did it, submitted their application, and they just kept going with it. And once it was turned down, they never followed back up.
That's
with Aaron
interesting
Rodgers to say you can't do it this way. They just kind of just left it.
Or pending that they let him do it, and then it's possible that once they turned it down, they're like, okay, now we started letting him do it. If we stop now it becomes a big story. That's interesting. So, by the way, from Demovsky's report yesterday, sources said Rodgers follows masking protocols. Sources say Rodgers follows masking protocols while interacting with players and coaches inside the team's headquarters at Lambeau Field, behind closed doors, in other words. However, Rodgers does not wear a mask while in the media auditorium during his weekly postgame news conferences. The Packers have put other unvaccinated players on Zoom instead of at in-person media sessions. It just does seem like behind closed doors, they got it together, and then they put a different face on it for the public.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.